The Jacksonville Jaguars have two players that are on this defense currently that can absolutely help take the play they were at last year and absolutely take it to a new level that Jaguar fans have not seen since, that 2017 defense. So let's take a look at that 2017 defense real quickly. But before we do that, if you're new here, I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel, or maybe if you haven't already, I'd love to have you subscribed as well. Hey, and while you're down there, smash that like button like you're Trayvon Walker destroying Derrick Henry for a 5-yard loss on 4th down, because, man, that is a sight I am praying I'm seeing this year. But now that we got the business out of the way, let's talk some Jaguars football. That 2017 defense, yes, they had stars like Jalen Ramsey, Calais Campbell, but they had some major role players on that defense that contributed immensely. Defensive tackle Marcel Darius and then cornerback Aaron Colvin. Darius was a major plus-up for the run game after coming in from Buffalo, and Aaron Colvin offered just great support in the team's nickel package. He was an incredible nickel corner, and he was someone that really allowed that team to be good in a nickel set, obviously with the huge passing offenses that they faced. The Jaguars added two people that I think are going to make huge differences in their respective spots. Actually, in those same spots, on the defensive line and in the cornerback room. You're probably guessing who they are already, but one of them is Foley Fatukasi. And he's absolutely one of the best run-stuffing nose tackles in the National Football League. And he has one of the highest run-stuff rates in the league. In fact, in 2021, Foley Fatukasi had the third highest run-stuff rate, according to NFL Next Gen Stats. And there's two names on this list that I'm looking at right now that are people I would love to have in Jaguar uniforms. Obviously, one is the future first ballot Hall of Famer, arguably the greatest defensive player of all time, Aaron Donald. And then the other one is someone that is an incredible role player for the Miami Dolphins, Christian Wilkins. If you're telling me we got a guy that's above those two on any metric, especially Aaron Donald, I'm all about it, and I could not be more excited to see Foley Fatukasi playing in a Jaguars uniform. They're getting somebody that has an incredible skill set to stop the run with Fatukasi, but at the same time, I like to say that, he's the proud owner of the Foley offensive line moving company, because he just takes the guard that's opposite of him, he takes him and he takes all of his stuff, and he just moves him right into the backfield. He takes him and he moves him right into a quarterback's lap. Now, in 2021, Fatukasi was forcing a stop on average about every 21st play. Now this is really cool when you think about the fact that he played about 32 snaps a game for the New York Jets last year. So you're thinking maybe you get one big impact stop play from him once a game in that respect, and then you're also going to potentially get two a game in some games throughout the year. So you're looking at one, maybe two impact stop plays and a major key position in the game. And then on top of that, he's someone that's just going to be a great role player for that defensive line. His talents along with the developing Devon Hamilton, who I'm very excited to see. And I believe this is going to be year 3 for him going in. He's really taken that major step from his freshman year to a sophomore year. Junior year is going to be a huge marking stone, I guess you could say, for his talents in the National Football League. And then obviously Roy Robertson-Harris, an incredible defensive line player who, he's just a very solid role player. You look at like DeJuan Smoot. I look at Roy Robertson-Harris almost like I do DeJuan Smoot. Really, he's not a sleeper pick anymore because people know about him. They know what he is. But you're adding Fatukasi to that mix, and that group can only get better because you're adding someone that is one of the best in his position in the National Football League. And, I look at nose tackles like I look at left tackles, right tackles. There's some really good ones, and then if you don't have one of those really good ones, you really don't have anyone special. If you don't have Vita Vea, what do you have? And I look at Fatukasi, now that I've learned about him, I look at him in almost that same light as I do Vita Vea, which is huge, which is a massive compliment, which I believe is a true compliment. Now, we've talked about that defensive line player that mimicked kind of Marcel Darius' time with the 2017 Jaguars. Now, Darius Williams, the Jacksonville native, I believe he went to Creekside. He's going to open a door that the Jaguars didn't have available last year. He's going to offer them the freedom to play their best three corners at their best positions. Trey Herndon doesn't really offer that. Trey Herndon is, he's a reliable fourth if you really need to go into a dime package. But overall, you're just going to have, your three best corners, and Trey Herndon is a liability at times. Jalen Ramsey is someone that is probably, who many believe to be the best corner in the National Football League. I think he's the best corner in the NFL. Ramsey played almost half of his snaps during the Rams Super Bowl winning season in the slot. Darius being that third option to cover the outside and allow, if they do like Darius on the outside, maybe they like Shaq on the inside, maybe they like Campbell on the inside, whoever they like on the inside, Darius Williams offers them that flexibility because he has been that good on the outside. When you have three very good outside corners, you can take the one that is the best in the slot and move him in there, and you have no doubts of the outside being protected, and you're lacking that outside coverage by moving the best guy in. It's a huge upgrade for that cornerback room. Now, 2020 was obviously Williams' best year. I saw this and it blew me away. A 59.9 passer rating when targeted in 2020. The 4 interceptions, the 10 pass breakups, that's great. And even though his 2021 year wasn't what his 2020 year was, he still kind of had that same Tyson Campbell effect where it was almost like he was around the ball, but he didn't make the plays on the ball. And it's just that if we can get 2020 Darius Williams back, it's on Mike Caldwell and that defensive staff that he has to really get that out of that defensive backs, the cornerbacks that they have. Now, I think this cornerback room has an incredible chance to be very good, as it's mainly built up as very good quality veterans. And then it also has Tyson Campbell, who is, man, if he takes the next step, huge things are coming for that man. And, they have Tyson Campbell, they have Shaq Griffin, who is a very good veteran corner, who was the number one for the Jaguars last year. They have Darius Williams, who could potentially be, a number 2 on a lot of teams in the National Football League. If Griffin, Campbell, and Williams can all stay healthy, dare I say this is, one of the best trios in the league. A lot of teams don't have that corner depth the way I think the Jaguars are going to have the opportunity to. If Campbell takes the next step, Griffin just plays like he's played in years previous, and Darius Williams shows glimpses of 2020, this is absolutely going to be an incredible trio playing in the back half of the field. And then I'm going to get you guys excited for a little bit. Andre Sisco hunting in the backfield, and then Rayshawn Jenkins. But you think about those 5, including Rayshawn Jenkins, and very good possibilities, very exciting to look at what that could possibly be. But let me know down in the comments, do you guys think Foley Fatukasi and Darius Williams can kind of be almost like the remake of what Marshall Darius and Aaron Colvin were for the Jaguars in 2017, bringing it into the 2022 defense? Sorry, I just hit my desk here. That was the loud bang. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I love talking to you guys. I love interacting with you guys. So be sure to sound off down there. Hey, give me your hot take of the week. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to discuss it with you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe and go Jaguars.
How about them Jags?
Come on, Joe! Ah! Thank you, baby! Thank you! You making blood come from my damn mouth!
Duval! Yeah!